if you want to be with a man, you have screened through the process, you've had the difficult conversations, you've spoken to him, you've known the potential of this guy, you know every single thing that there is to know about this guy, and you still want to sit down and listen to your friends about he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that, oh, he's not this, he's not your type. And then you lose this person, and this person probably becomes better, and now you want to go back. Sometimes I feel like this is the place where some people must come to, where they understand that when it comes to submission and being submissive to your man, it is your personal choice. You take it on certain grounds, on certain values, that these are the things that will make me submit to a man.
Now, let's talk about submission for a second. I think that there is a natural submission. There are a lot of reasons. Some females that have had a higher body count in itself cannot submit to a man. It's a very controversial take here, but I have always believed that, females, once they have multiple men, they can't really, let's say a female that have had 10, 20 body count or probably higher, they can't meet one man and be naturally submissive to this person. I'm pinning on the natural one because
to be fair, some females have had certain partners who probably they've had certain partners who changed, certain partners who decided they didn't want to be in the relationship, so they caused frustration and left. So the body count should be defined. How they obtain the body count is where you need to put the definition. Because if you don't define how they gain these body counts, because some people will marry someone and increase the body count. There are instances where people marry people, and then later on, 2 to 3 years later, they feel like, I don't want to be with this woman. This woman says, oh wow, you get out of it. They go and start a completely new relationship. It will cause there'll be some form of intimacy there. It keeps building up. You see, so I don't think that it is necessarily just body count. And even if it is body count, then the way in which the body count was obtained is very important. Because there are a lot of scarred women who have sex. Scarred women who just sleep with people because they are scarred, because their emotions have been put aside, because they see no value for even men. I was reading one story where one lady slept with so many guys because she couldn't see her value. Her self-esteem had been compromised based on the fact that the relationship that she saw value in, later on, the person that she was with came and said, look, I don't feel like being in this thing with you again.
Yeah, a female with a higher body count, again, I don't know why. I usually speak out of factuals and whatever I have read, and I think that my research base and everything.
No, I don't dispute it. I always want to present a narrative where we are being fair to looking at all corners.
Yes,
as well.
Because personally, I speak in generalities, because of course the world is run in general.
Definitely.
Do you understand? So by default, when a female, because again, when a female has, from the research that I know, when a female has at least 5-10 body counts, naturally, right? They have said that they are naturally broken now. They can't get super attached to a man. There's this thing that they say that when females release, there's a word for it, they release something when they have sex with you, and when that thing continues over time, they cannot have a super relationship with you. Now, when a lady hits, let's say 20, 30, 40 body counts, right? Now, she is broken at this stage as compared to a man. A man's body count does not genuinely matter. I mean, a man's body count, he's now experienced. Okay, body count in itself, experience, it makes men experienced and breaks females. That's what I'm saying. So in the process of breaking you, you do not value or respect this man to the level that he's supposed to. And maybe you'll probably be thinking, oh, in this case, maybe he's doing something right. Some ladies cannot naturally submit because they've had higher experiences. Maybe they've been around, they've been doing bad things from boyfriends to boyfriend to boyfriend. Now they are naturally broken. You see, so they can't have an actual relationship. That's my point.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. For me, I'm saying that there is, some fact to what you're saying and proof to what you're saying.
Right.
But for me, I have always been a strong believer of the fact that people will change when they meet the right people for them.
Females?
They will change when they meet the right person, because you can't afford to lose the person that you truly desire.
How would you even know that you've met the right person? Is my point. If you are broken,
if you are broken, do you want to remain broken?
Yeah, because now you've met this man. Instead of you giving him a chance, because of the fact that you've met multiple men, right? Now you speak to even a good guy in a bad way.
Definitely, and truly, that's what we see. Some women do, and most women do.
Yeah, now you treat him in a way because of your past experience.
Because of your past experience, for me, which is completely not fair. It is not fair to judge everyone on your past experience, because people are different. So when I see people say, all men will show you pepper, hey, never trust any man. Men fear men.
Any lady that says fear men,
that means it's coming from your experience of what you have heard.
You've had bad taste in men.
Yes, it's coming from your experience or what you have heard.
Right.
And most often than not, I have said this, when people now, these people who would either accumulate body counts or go through all these kind of experiences, when they now meet the people that they love, they go back to delete the post. They go back to revert the things that they have said. Because now they have come to a point where they have met a guy who sees value in them. Yeah. A guy who sees that there's something unique about this girl. There are certain factors that make people lean to submission naturally. When a woman feels safe with a guy, submission is almost always a must.
Right.
So sometimes you think about the safety that some of these guys are creating for these women. You want to be cheating on this girl, you want to be doing all your things, but you want her to be also submissive to you. Is she safe?
But hold on,
you're creating insecurities for this person, and you want the person to submit to you in the insecurity that you are creating.
How are you how are you even cheating and even allowing her to see in the first place?
How are you well, I think that is a concept to some of the people who probably cheat and they leave open clues about their cheating, or people get to find out. But for me, I'm thinking this way, that I'm talking about creating a safety net where women feel safe enough to not have to struggle with submission. Because the point is, what works against sometimes submission is even their friends telling them that, no, why this guy, and is he, why are you submitting to this guy and this and this and that? You think about it, but a woman would now have to come back to her own logic. And sometimes that's what I've been saying, that people do not use their own mind. They are so influenced. Most women are so influenced by what their friends and what social media is saying.
That is why most men cut off their friends when they try to cut off their friends.
Yes, because
and then those men are called controlling, and they call them, your man is controlling because he's telling you this what it is. Most men are smart enough; they know your friends are the bad influence, right? So they try to say, okay, this is your friend. Maybe let's say. Most friends notice that your friends are very much promiscuous, right? And in that sense, they try to cut off.
Unless they see Pepe, they will never learn.
Unless they lose the man.
Yes, they some of them will never learn. I had an interesting conversation with my mother,
right?
And she was saying that she's come to a point for her in developing where she realized that she needs to depend on her own logic and her own informed experiences. And that is the place I want to bring women to. If you keep on comparing your story to your friend, and you want your friend's story or your friend's narrative, or you only base life on what your friends have been through, you will never see the complete view of life.
Right.
You will always live in other people's shoes rather than to have your own experiences. Do we learn from people's experiences? Yes. Are we cautioned by people's experiences? Yes. But we should not let that deter us from the future ahead of us.
That's true.
And if you want to be with a man, you have screened through the process, you've had the difficult conversations, you've spoken to him, you've known the potential of this guy, you know every single thing that there is to know about this guy, and you still want to sit down and listen to your friends about he doesn't have this, he doesn't have that, oh, he's not this, he's not your type. And then you lose this person, and this person probably becomes better. And now you want to go back Now you are going back to plead for this guy. This guy can treat you anyhow he likes, because now you are running after him. You get the point?
Yeah.
So sometimes I feel like this is the place where some people must come to, where they understand that when it comes to submission and being submissive to your man, it is your personal choice. You take it on certain grounds, on certain values, that these are the things that will make me submit to a man. I'm not talking about poverty alleviation women who have decided that, look, there are people who have decided that the only men they will submit to are the people who can give them $1 million. Yes.
There are some men who have money, but they still don't know their left and right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. So we have women who submit purely on the grounds of wealth or the grounds of money. If the guy is a millionaire, I will submit. I will lie on the floor for him.
But the money is one big pillar.
I know, but
the money in itself is one big pillar, because you can't pick a man who is authoritative and very much territorial, and then he has no money. His controls is annoying to you, because aside
agree with you.
Aside the fact that he's trying to control me, he can take care of me.
And I agree with you.
So the money in itself is one big pillar. Yes, but whilst you have the money, you should also have other pillars around it as a man, so that you can also
definitely. For me, in the case of submission to who you love,
right,
to a man that you love, the grounds is not necessarily money. The grounds is based on emotions. I love this guy. And for men, love translates to respect. So I respect him. I see him as the leader of my home. I see him as the leader of this relationship. I see him as someone I can feel safe and vulnerable around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I love this man. The properties at which you love, because usually I keep saying that females might love you, but then there are properties in the love that they themselves have no idea of. What I'm saying is, I love this man. He makes me feel good, right? When we dissect what you love, when you check properly, the man has money. He's a leader. He talks properly. He smells good. He's tall. He's short. He has hair. He has beard and everything. So the properties at which you love in itself, it's something that are there. If one pillar gets missing, because sometimes some ladies, they think they love this guy, but we will see the man's money runs out, and we have to validate your love again. Do you really love this man?
You see, and that is where people bring the argument of loyalty.
Okay.
Because people are loyal to people even in their down moments.
True.
You see, and that is one of the factors that we must put in. You see, the thing is that as we are sitting here and we are having a discussion and we are going deep down, we get to realize that love necessarily is not enough.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you love someone and make certain decisions that are not right, solely based on the fact that it's your affection and it's your emotion.
Right.
So it's not enough.
Yeah.
You have to make certain considerations and logic and put certain things in place. See, that is why a lot of people have also struggled to put in the concept of reciprocation, where you reciprocate, where what I'm giving you, you give me back some energy. Not necessarily the same energy, but put in effort into the relationship. That's the point to which people have come to. And that's one of the metrics that people use to tell whether they are in love or not. Whether people are reciprocating this thing. If you want a woman to submit to you, you also give the woman respect. You also, yes, you can't say that. For me, I don't agree with the people who say, look, no matter what, submit to me. I don't believe that. Would you want your daughter in that position? Whereby a man is not respecting her, giving her grounds, providing safety for her, and she just, I always, when you look at it as your sister or your daughter, you have a different approach to things. Because most often than not, we separate ourselves from women when we're having a discussion, and we say that, oh, women are standalone, is women. But we forget that it is an interaction. And we came from women, and we'll continue to interact with women as we live this life.
Right.
So when I see my sister in a position where she is forcing herself and putting herself, and this is what has led to a lot of abusive relationships.
Okay.
Whereby people are forcing themselves to submit to someone, and they later come out with stories that I was being abused. but I was forcing myself to submit. You don't force yourself to submit to someone who's not creating a safe space for you.
Right.
Your life is important. And this is one of the things that I want to tell people, that your life is important. Don't stay in a relationship where things are not working out, things are dangerous. The person is abusing you and you are staying there. I love you.
Most females will be there though. I mean, as I said earlier, most females are interestingly, sadly, attracted to those kind of dangerous men.
I'm telling you, the way some girls like bad boys. And now it's even classified for some of the church girls. So I'm a Christian. I want a bad boy who loves Christ, or a bad boy who loves God.
This word that I know, that females like a man that is almost like a dark gentleman, right? And what I mean by a dark gentleman is a man that is good and kind and a super nice gentleman, but sometimes he can tell you to shut up. You know, sometimes he can put you in your place. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I've experienced this. I've tried. It's kind of attractive to these females. Telling her to shut up sometimes.
Yeah.
No, it's something they sometimes will like, okay, you hurt my feelings, but I like it.
It shows control. If there is a certain thing you disagree with, and someone is, you tell the lady that could you listen to me? Could you give me a minute? I don't agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, but you know, there are some men, they're like, okay, whatever she says is fine.
Oh, that's the nonchalant. No, let me tell you, the cool guy saying,
right?
That's the chilled guy. There's a chilled guy meme, right?
There's a nice guy.
That's nice guy or chilled guy, right? This guy has his hand in his pocket, and is doing whatever.
Those guys don't have suitable relationships. The girls don't like them. It's sad.
You see, the point is, some of these guys too are shabrino, because what it is that they are cool with look, when you find someone who is cool with everything, and be scared. Don't just be there and say, oh, he's cool. If you find a guy, you say, oh, I'm cool with everything you do. Oh, everything you do. As for me, you know, I promised my mother that when a woman is, I wouldn't stress a woman. So if it's anything, I wouldn't be the reason why a woman should leave a relationship. So they are sitting in the relationship, it's not working, but they want to stay there. I promised my mother that no matter what happens, I will not be the one to leave the relationship.
Right.
It's a promise that is that the time to deem such a promise to your mother? is that the time? But you say, oh, I promise that I will never be the one to leave a relationship.
Right.
So they sit in the relationship, they are being abused, calling you names, they are abusing you, they are, you know, physical abuse, whatever abuse, emotional abuse, and you are there because of a promise that you made to your mother. And some of these women, when they know that you are that vulnerable, you are weak.
You're a weak man, yeah.
You're a weak man, they will use you.
They will take advantage.
Exactly.
And when women get the power like that, you're in trouble.
And women know how to sense power. They know how to sense power. When you even look at the case of Delilah Samson, you realize that she was using that period of time to gather intel on when to strike. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think women are not. Hey, women are very smart. No. It very, 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 very smart, because they know some of the keywords to hit you that will make you feel, oh, Charlie, maybe I'm not trying on. Everyone is buying this thing for, you know, it's Val's Day and everyone is doing. Only me, I don't know the kind of. But hey, you hear the thing? You go and sit down. It's like the thing, Charlie. Hey, the girl is talking.
Am I missing out?
Charlie. It's my babe. I have to do something. You put yourself in there. You know, it's manipulation in a way, in a subtle way, but you don't know. And if it continues like that, they'll keep doing it.
Females always manipulate situations.
Oh, as for that one,
they always, and they bully men all the time to certain things all the time. But I have last two questions.
Sure, that's fine.
We're talking about the Val's Day in general.
Good.
Now, from the ladies who were receiving gifts, and some ladies who never received gifts and all that, when you look at it properly,
Charlie, when you talk about Val's Day, it's reminding me of secondary school. They said that, Charlie, I'm gnashing.
Yeah,
I've not got something, and women are fighting over. People had to even force themselves at one point in time to say yes to a guy only because the guy promised that when it's Val's Day, you see the show I'll do for you.
Yeah, but
you're bringing me back some.
Well, I mean, when I was in school, I had some high school sweetheart where, you know, I gave her hamper and everything, and in the relationship.
Oh, Charlie, then you are well to do in hamper, you know.
Hamper. I mean, I pray my dad never watched this podcast, but then I had to come up with some strategy, take money from him, get some nice hamper for some chick, and then the relationship ended on 15th of February, because I mean, we had a very suitable, nice relationship. The relationship started earlier before Val's Day. I mean, Val's Day in itself in high school is much more beautiful than what is happening.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand? Because
everybody wants to show their crunchy powers.
Yeah, like in high school, because high school is like a small world, right?
Yeah,
if you're popular in the school, it's more or less like you are popular all over the place. Yeah. Same applies to when you are trying to show off some chick and you're probably giving her, hampers and everything. So me personally, I think Val's Day was well celebrated, or is well celebrated in high school. It's very beautiful
because that is the starting point for humans. Right. Everywhere you start from, you have appreciation. That was the starting point for us when people be like, "Hey, you say you like this girl." Look, me, the position I found myself in was a point where the one I was interested in's friends will come and tell you that. Hey, you Val's Day or her birthday is coming, and this is what she said she wants, so you be there, and because you talk to her friends,
right?
So you are informed by the decision, by what the friends are saying to make sure you get it right. But little did you also know that as you are hearing this thing too, there are other guys too that are also looking for the opportunity. What has man done to man? when you are looking at how to get your girl with what you have, another guy too is strategically looking at how to blow the girl's mind.
And I think that concept also happens in real life though, because there's always somebody readily available to snatch your girlfriend.
That is why I don't believe in the highest bidder, the women who settle for the highest bidder necessarily, because some men can afford you and destroy your life.
I mean, men will do everything.
Yeah, some men can afford. Look, the kind of things some guys go through to knock a girl. You don't even understand what is motivating the guy. He say, no, I don't want knock him. I for knock him. That is his ambition.
But you know
what's within him.
Interestingly, the ladies don't know that the tactics of this man at the end of the day is to have sex.
They should keep playing naivety.
So what happens is they think, okay, the new candidate that is coming in looks much more better than my boyfriend. Do you understand? So they will shake the relationship that you've been having for the past 3 years. They will come in and then they will just check. Because some females, they are very vulnerable, right? The man will be talking to you and then he sees the loopholes. That's why most men, they come and say, can I be your friend? Because the moment he asks for friendship, he wants to have a conversation and see where the loopholes is. Maybe your boyfriend doesn't talk to you that much, right? Maybe your boyfriend is not there for you that much.
Charlie, maybe they're talking.
Maybe money-wise, the guy doesn't give you much money like that. So they see where the loopholes is and then now they attack.
Yeah.
So now they talk to you in the evening, that much higher than when your boyfriend is sleeping, because you understand this boyfriend. He's building a dream. He sleeps late, or maybe he sleeps earlier because he can wake up in the morning. But this new guy, he has time, so he talks to your boyfriend when you are working. Yes. That is first thing. Second thing, there is money. Maybe your boyfriend is trying, right? He gives you like some money at the end of the day, something. But this guy comes and he shakes the relationship with like almost times 10 of what your boyfriend has been giving you the whole time. And now there is problem.
An interesting story is told of a guy who was narrating how funny women can sometimes be. He said that he would arrange for a woman to always have meat at a certain chopper, have some meat and some food, and he pays on a regular schedule that this girl has, some fufu and meat every day. When one of the days when a guy got there and the guy said, Charlie, you are sitting behind this fufu, you haven't collected any drink. Oh, let me collect fruit juice for you. Oh my God, he's so considerate, he's so sweet. Now she starts to have some affection for forgetting the person who has been buying fufu, a whole fufu for you, a whole meat for you, the person who has been giving you meat,
right?
The person who gave you the reason to even go and sit there for someone
in the first place,
see you in the first place. You have forgotten all about the person because of the person who was compassionate enough to say, you're a lady, why are you sitting here with this or without this? Yeah.
It's sad that they have no idea that men will do everything. Men will do everything that they have.
I'm even scared to say some of, like, you see the way some guys can plan it all out. How I'm going to knock this girl, how I'm going to get this girl. It is a mega scheme. I have seen guys, just because they wanted to corner a girl,
right?
They will park their car And then wait, if she's coming, then he will intentionally enter the road. So, oh, hi, well, how are you? Oh, my car is not working. These are some of the things I'm going through. This, and try to play some kind of guy who is vulnerable, who needs help.
Right. Or be tactics.
Be tactics.
Right.
We have people who are working. They are working. They've left the university a very long time, but you see them parked at Legon. Yeah, because there's one particular girl they saw at Okunglu Junction. Hey, this girl, Charlie, make her ask my question. Where is she going? She's going to Paint, or she's going to this place. JLC. Follow the girl. Say the unsayable.
Settings.
Oh, there are guys who can change their church because of some girls. Say, Charlie, this girl did this church. Oh, I'll start coming here. He can become a servant, a shepherd, whatever it is.
Because of
her. Because he needs access to the girl. When he gains access to the girl, he does what he wants. Or he forgets about the choice. It's just like a woman who's giving birth.
Right.
When a woman is giving birth, is in the process of giving birth. She's like, me, no, this thing is painful. I will never come here again. I will never do this again. But after they have given birth, seeing their baby, the next they are knocking again. The thing that is causing you problem that brings up when you are knocking again to have kids. You think about it, you're like, you just said you complained that when you were pushing, you complained that this thing there is painful, you won't come back again. But you are receiving knocking. Because they know that the joy that it presents later on. So for men, that's it. There's an achievement for some men. And this is what women must know, that there's an achievement for some men.
It gives them joy that they've been able to pick a move on you.
A guy can use 200,000 cedars to marry you.
Okay.
Marry you.
Right.
Knock you left and right. Later realize that, Charlie, I've achieved my destiny and divorce. And you hear some women say, at least he married me. But has he wasted your time? He has. He has wasted your time.
The extreme men can go to have sex. I think it's weird that females have no idea. Okay, like females have no idea. They think, okay, this person is coming is better than my current boyfriend. However, I'm going to leave my current boyfriend for this person. But they have no idea this
There's also the guys we call co. Okay. The co guys. These are the guys that have decided they've made themselves like the friend and the advisor of the girl. So when the girl goes like, look, I need an opinion. This is what my boyfriend is doing. I need an opinion. I need some help. They go like, oh.
Is it the besties?
Either besties or friends.
Right.
I call them cool.
Okay.
Say, hey, your boy, he's not doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. If I were your man, I would never do this thing. I'm telling you, if I were your man, I would never, if I were, I would never, why is he doing that? Right. A man is supposed to give a woman attention, supposed to give a woman love, supposed to seek this for, man.
Only to knock.
Only to just have the leeway that the girl will say, oh my God, if this is all I'm seeing in this guy, then why are we not in a relationship together? Why are we not this thing? That lose time you give the chance. When the guy is done knocking, you realize that he's even more stupid than the guy that you are with. Yes.
Well, that is,
so be careful. Sometimes as women, the women should also be careful some of the advice that comes from their male friends. Because some of these male friends have hidden intentions to either be in a relationship with you or sleep with you. Mm-hmm. That is the sad thing for women.
But I think that sometimes men themselves, they have no idea that at the end of the day, they might check out after. Because I've always believed that once a man, have or releases after sex, he comes back to his senses. So that's the stage where he realized, okay, no. Now he starts seeing certain things that are bad that he ignored from the beginning. Do you understand? And also, females do not understand how much men really want to be side guys. Especially from our generation. This generation.
Side guy, effort no days. See, I'm telling you, one of the things, I've been in a situation where back in the day, Charlie, this person is in a relationship. I said, no, leave your boy. He said, no, I can't. That's okay. Then the more you sit in side guy position, the more comfortable you become.
Yeah, because the problem is not coming to you.
I'm doing what I can do.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's knocking, I'm not. If it's this, you're not even stressed about Val's Day stuff.
You get
what you give is minimal.
Yeah,
but he is not my man.
Yeah, sometimes
the pressure is put on the real guy.
So the girl calls you, and then she's talking about a huge problem. And the first question these side guys asks is, but what happened to Mr. What happened to your boyfriend or your husband? Then usually they have a name that they came up with. So what happens to X person? Then because he knows the problem does not come to him. But females do not understand that side guy in itself, in our generation right now, looking at why men are running away from real relationship, they love the side guy job even more than relationships in itself.
Side guy is really nice sometimes. But if you're a side guy who is paying, then you're a stupid side guy.
No, you can't be a side guy and be paying.
And there are a lot of, you see, the point is that the person who's in a relationship with someone knows who they are in a relationship with.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They know who they are in a relationship with. Some people are perfect side guys. You understand? He has cooked rice for you. By the time you get there, he's ready to listen to your problem. When he's done, he'll knock you on top. He's playing his role. Where the lapses, and in fact, they choose where your guy is low at, so that they can amplify them.
Exactly.
Yes. If he's not giving you attention, call me anytime. I'll be there for you. He's not doing this. I'll be there. I'll be there. So the side guys, that is one of the things that they are playing that you know women should be aware of.
True.
They don't value. Most people don't even value the main relationship. They value
the side
what
guy.
is on the side. But remember that what is on the side guy. When he becomes the main guy, he sees the load and the responsibility on him.
Right.
He said, so this is what the guy was carrying.
And then no.
But we were just friends.
Anyway, we have had extremely beautiful conversation today. We have had a super beautiful conversation today. And I need you to just give your social media handles so that people can just reach out to you and probably watch more of your videos and everything. We'll just draw the curtains here.
Sure. So if you're looking for my content, probably you go to TikTok and type King Walper. If you put a hashtag in front of it, King Walper, it comes out straight there. You can see the
It should have been King himself.
So you see King first was from Mr. Walper to now King Walper.
Right.
So you check and then you put it in there. You see some of my videos. You interact with some of my videos.
Yeah, I think he goes on live a lot, and I think he interacts with people a lot. Very super nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one of the things I want to talk. I run a program on TikTok called Matters of the Heart.
Okay.
Matters of the Heart. And Matters of the Heart generally is formed on the concept that the heart has 3 different presences. It has an emotional presence, it has a physical presence, and it has a spiritual presence.
Right.
So with that concept, you realize that it's not just a physical thing. It's not just the heart that is in you, but you have an emotional heart. And sometimes that is the heart that people go in with to relationship. And we discuss all these kind of things. We discuss social issues and things that border around relationship every now and then. And I think it's something that is helping a lot. I can boast of the fact that I've had over 30 relationships. I am not a relationship. I don't do matchmaking. I don't do that. But out of that, people have, found ways and means to want to be in a relationship or stay in something.
That's
so
beautiful.
I think it is a productive program. And I would invite people to tell me and find out when I'm on live.
And they're on TikTok, correct?
Yes, and we have interesting programs where we do dimensions.
That's fine.
And we do thought-provoking dimensions where sometimes
one of these days I'll just
yes, you should. And shout outs to Sejava, shout outs to my moderators.
Right.
They are doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
They come on, Sejava, Don Papa, Black Mamba, all of them, they come on one drop and we make it a vibe.
Yeah.
Richie rocking, we make it a vibe there. And things just happen and it's a conversation. And we build some form of community and family. And that is what's important, because I feel like people are so interested in just being on social media. But social media can be used for so much good. Yeah. You can create a family when you have good people who create good discussions for you. So that's what we are doing on that space. So follow King Walper, follow me on TikTok, and then of course I think I'm now setting up my IG handle, so I'll put that across. But I'm also King Walper.
Yeah, it will be under the description on the platform. So anyway, so this is where we draw the curtains for Silvercast today. We've had a very super beautiful conversation, and guys, if you love this conversation, we are bringing King again on the platform where we are going to be having a lot of guests. Then he's going to teach our guests, the up and down about life and it's all. So I need you to do me a favor. Don't forget, subscribe to this channel. It's so much important to me. And I'll see you on another one. If anything, I'll call you.